Hey everyone, I hope you're having a great Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. Where I live, it's beautiful and 74 degrees right now. It was in the 20s the other night and now 74 degrees. But I hope it's beautiful where you are, and I hope you're doing well. Mondays are my day off, and I'm a pastor, and so Sundays obviously are game day for me. And it was a full day. Sundays are always a full day, and they take their toll in a good way. I love being a pastor. There's nothing else I want to do with my life. It is my calling. It's what I'm supposed to do for the rest of my life. Even if I didn't get paid, I would still be a pastor. I love it. At the same time, it does exert, it requires me to exert a lot of emotional energy, physical, spiritual, obviously. And so Mondays are a great day for me to unwind, to unplug, to refuel. But today I found it kind of difficult to stay focused. I don't know about you, but every now and then, it's not all the time, but every now and then I feel guilty for being off. Like, I feel like I should be out doing something, performing, learning something new that's going to better me in my field, creating content, something, I feel like I got to be doing something. And so I didn't enjoy the first half of my day off, which is very frustrating. And I know what that's like when you don't get to fully enjoy your day off, whether you got a phone call and you got to go help somebody, or work called in and you had to get ready real quick because there was an emergency and you had to go fix it or help address it. Or you get sick and so you can't enjoy your day off. And so I was getting frustrated with myself for not being able to enjoy it, but I had to get to the reason why. And so I sat down and I just started thinking through all the different things that were weighing on my mind. And when I'm stressed, it's hard for me to be grateful. But that's usually the greatest time for me to remind myself of all the things that are going on in my life that are good, all the things that I have, the relationships, my job, material possessions are included in that. So as I was sitting there thinking about all the things I was stressed about, I went, okay, you know what? Yeah, these things are real, but look at everything else that's going on that's going great. And I just started thinking through everything. I'm healthy. My wife's healthy. My kids are healthy. I have a great job that I love. I'm surrounded by people who love me and I love them. And most of the time we like each other. I live in an amazing place. I can go to a river. I can go to a mountain. I can go to a lake within 20 minutes usually. That's amazing. I'm not saying it to brag. I'm saying that because it's easy for me to take that for granted and just get used to it because it's around me all the time. It's easy for me to take those for granted, not be grateful for them. And so I just started doing that. And then I was sitting in my house this morning, and for a while, I did a couple things, I watched a couple shows, but then I went, I need to get outside. So I got outside, got dressed, went for a walk, just 30-minute walk. It wasn't 2 hours. I didn't go run a 5K or a marathon or anything like that. I just went for a walk by myself. Trees weren't falling, thankfully, but leaves were falling, and they're beautiful. And the sun was hitting on these trees. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. Blue skies, 74 degrees, perfect weather to go walking in. And as I was walking, I just took a few deep breaths. And reminded myself everything's gonna be all right. More importantly, I was able to talk with God for a while. Again, I'm a pastor, so I talk to God. I don't know what your beliefs are, but I talk with God all the time, and it's wonderful. Even when he has to correct me, it's still good. And on that walk, his peace just overwhelmed me because I got out of my head. I stopped looking at things from my perspective. I started looking at them from his. When I went through all the things I was grateful for, I was reminded that all of it comes from him. And even the bad things going on, I don't believe they come from him, but I believe he uses them. Romans 8:28, the Apostle Paul tells us that God works together all things for the good of those who are loved by him and are called according to his purpose. Now, that doesn't mean that things always feel good or that they always look good, but he's working them out for my good. And what that means, it doesn't mean that everything's going to go my way or that life's going to be a bed of roses. It means he's going to make me look more like him. It's going to make me look more like Jesus. He's going to draw me closer to him, and I'm going to be closer to him than I thought possible. And he's going to use everything I'm going through to bring about honor for himself, to help me, to bless other people around me. Yeah, the hard times, he's going to use those to help me, to help somebody else. And most importantly, to draw me closer to him. So I don't know what you're dealing with this week, what's following you from the weekend or from 2020 or from your childhood even. But if you're feeling stressed about anything, I just want to encourage you, take a deep breath. It's going to be all right. I encourage you, even if you're not a believer in Jesus, I encourage you to meditate on Romans 8:28. I believe God's going to speak to you. And when you feel overwhelmed and stressed by all the things going wrong in life, just take a moment to be grateful. Again, God had to remind me to be grateful. I was not doing a good job today, so I'm not saying I've got this thing nailed down. But man, it feels so much better to be grateful than to complain. And I'm really good at complaining. My youngest daughter reminds me, don't be in complainer right, Daddy. She uses that to talk about the Israelites when they were in the wilderness. She goes, don't be in complainer right, Daddy. And she's right. So if you find yourself being in complainer right, take a look at all that you've got going on that's going good for you, your family, your job, your health. And I promise when you do that, it's going to shift your perspective. And remember, when you shift your thinking, you make life better. Well, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm grateful that you were here with me. And if you enjoy what you're seeing, don't forget to press that like button, subscribe, and let me know what you're grateful for, or let me know how you overcome stress and how you shift your perspective and how you shift your thinking. I'd love to hear from you. So have a great day. I love you all. Talk to you soon.